2, 3.
Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial of how to paint Squirt from Finding Nemo on your nails. I'm starting off with a blue metallic color. It's not my favorite, but it works for an ocean. And I'm just going to be painting my middle finger first because that's what we're going to put Squirt's head on. And then I just go ahead and I paint the rest of them too because I couldn't decide on what to do. And so if you're confused why I was like putting 2 coats in the middle first and then doing the rest, it's just because I'm very indecisive and I don't know what I want to do. So what I'm doing now is I'm grabbing my black liner gel. Black liner gel is good for outlining these characters, especially cartoon characters, because it creates a precise line that you can't get with any other gel polish. So to the left on the screen, I am using a notepad and I'm drawing exactly how I drew it on my nail. Now, cut me a little bit of slack. I had to draw this with my finger, so it's not perfect, and I had to erase a few times, as you can see. However, this is exactly how I drew it in the exact outline. So if you want to use this as a reference, I usually will leave a sketch pad or anything the day before I start doing these characters, and I'll just kind of learn how to draw them, and that has helped me tremendously. But I just kind of draw it, and then I'll put a picture up right to the right, and I kind of put it in reference with Squirt. So don't base it off this left drawing. That's just kind of how I outlined it and how I'm trying to show you guys how I outlined it, but my fingers are not doing me any good in this instance. So yeah, if you want to use that, you can. If you want to use the reference, you can. Either or, both work. I kind of did this opposite from what I was doing my nail. I painted the green first on my nail and then I went ahead and did the eyes, but either way works. I would recommend doing your eyes last though. So right now I am doing the little dots on Squirt's head. I am still new to editing, so I wasn't able to get the clip right when I needed it, but however, I think it's still in here, and if it's not, I sincerely apologize. But they are just little dots on top of Squirt's head. You can look at any picture. Oh, here we go. Here's a video. Perfect. I'm so good at this. Anyways, there you go. Now I am working on the body. I'm just drawing his little turtle shell and 2 of his legs. I did add in another arm after the fact. So if you see that, it's just another little arm right by his neck. But here is another representation of how I drew it. Again, it's not perfect whatsoever. It's actually really ugly. But if you do it yourself and you use a reference, you can kind of shape up and kind of see how that fits into the picture. Now taking some of that blue metallic color that I used in the beginning, I am putting it above the body and above the head and everything like that, and I'm adding a little bit of white because in the movie they're in this like big whirlpool and there's white and bubbles everywhere, so I thought it would be a good idea to add that because hey, why not? Now comes the fun part. I'm just picking out a little flower bedazzle and some more little jewels, and I'm painting that again with that metallic color just so that it's bright and pigmented and we're not going to see my nail through. Then I'm taking my hard gel and I'm actually just gluing that on, and by gluing I mean curing it in the lamp so that it hardens and stays onto the nail. And then I'm taking some little bedazzles and I'm doing the same thing with that. So now I'm just using a top coat to double secure these bedazzles because I don't want any falling off. I'm then taking a top coat and I am just top coating all of the nails, putting them in the light, and then in a little bit you see me top coating them again. Now because I do that is because sometimes this gel likes to create bubbles and little pokies, and so that just makes sure it's smooth in the end and everything looks neat and glossy and shiny. Go ahead and wipe off that sticky layer and you guys are done. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and come back for more. Like, follow, and subscribe. Bye.
1